this lesson about the ambiguous case of the law of sines. It's ambiguous because we have to decide if there's 0, 1, or 2 triangles formed. Here, at the start of the notes, is the description of how you could run the test to tell that. But what we're going to work with are these bullet points right here to show you via calculation. And I think it'll be a little bit easier for you to understand about how we have to tell. So first of all, the triangle has to be presented as SSA. So if we draw the triangle like we did in the previous lesson, A, B, C, and B is 8, and A is 10, and the angle's 47, you can see this is SSA, which means we have to test it for 0, 1, or 2 triangles. So set up a proportion for the law of sines to find the next angle. So sine 47 over 10 equals sine of B over 8, and then sine of B equals 8 sine 47 over 10. And using your calculator and taking an inverse, we're going to get 35.8. Since this proportion, gives us a solution, we have at least one triangle. Now we're going to check to see if we have a second one. So we're going to take our angle, subtract it from 180, which now that gives us 144.2. And the reason we're subtracting from 180 is because sine is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. So now we're going to take the 144.2, add it to our given 47, and that's going to give us 191.2. And that 191.2 is bigger than the 180, so there is not a second triangle formed. So this means this particular case only has one solution. My little box is being very uncooperative. Okay, so now we're going to continue with that one solution. So that means angle C then would be 180 minus our 35.8 plus 47. And that gives us 97.2, so that's angle C. And then now we can use the law of sines again. Sine 47 over 10 equals sine 97.2 for C over little c, that's the sign that's missing. So 10 sine 97.2 over sine 47, and C is approximately 13.6. Now, then that shows all of the missing parts. 13.6, we would put a C there. Okay, now let's try another one. So we're gonna come down here, my little box. Okay, so again, same thing, draw a picture. So A, B, C. A is 6, B is 7, and the angle's 30. And this also is SSA. Okay, so now we're gonna check for 0, 1, or 2. So if we set up this proportion, so sine 30 over 6 equals sine B over 7. The sine of B is equal to 7 times the sine of 30 all over 6. And B is approximately 35.7. So now we're guaranteed one solution. So that's the first solution. Now let's try the other one. So B is approximately 180 minus 35.7, which is approximately 144.3. Now we have to see if 144.3 plus 30 now is that, so let's see, that would give us 174.3, and that 174.3 is less than 180, so now we're going to have two triangles. So the first angle, B, is the 35.7. The second one is going to be the 144.3. So your work kind of has to be organized here so that we can see. So let's work on solution 1. So we know angle B is 35.7. So now angle C is 180 minus 35.7 plus 30. So angle C is approximately 114.3. Okay, so we found angle C, and now we need to find the missing side C. So sine of 30 over 6 equals sine 114.3 over C, and C equals 6 sine 114.3 over sine 30. So the first value of C there is 10.9. That's solution number 1. Then we do solution number 2, where angle B is approximately 144.3. So now in solution 2, angle C is approximately 180 minus 144.3 plus 30. And that's going to give me approximately 5.7. So there's my second angle B, my second angle C, and then repeat sine 30 over 6 equals sine 5.7 over C. And using the cross multiply technique from before, that C should be 1.2. So I'm going to go ahead and stop there for now, and then I'm going to start another video with the examples on the back.